I was typing away. I didn't even realize what time it was. Page 2 of this, yeah. All right, all right, all right. There's Mr. Frank. There's Tom Duffy. What's up, boys? Looks like rain, right? From where I'm sitting. I'm already at 9,500 words so far this month on Down and Dirty 4. Almost done with chapter 8. So I'm crushing this bitch. Bitch crushing, they call it. Hope you guys are good. Onwards and upwards. Come on, spell. Pickleball. I can't spell pickleball. Pickleable, yeah. I just kept forgetting letters. There's letters in there that I wasn't adding to it. But I've already written a couple pages today on this. Probably jump into something else for a little bit. Peek over here, see where Tom is on his. Nice. Tom's knocked off almost a page. Oh, chapter 45 he's working on. Goodness, we don't have a lot left on that one. Go to this one. Come on. I hate when it takes forever to set up, right? What's the problem here? Why are you going so slow? I'm at 18,592 words on this Nazi treasure one, so I would like to knock off another page here. I'll have it done probably before the end of this stream. We read one chapter each. We're done on Friday. Yeah. Let's do this then. That's the goal. Then you can take the weekend off. Make some pizza rolls. Yesterday we went to... yesterday my wife had to take the day off. Because she had to take her mother, herself, and her aunt to vote. Sweet Fallopian Tubes t-shirt. Well, thank you. Glad you noticed. So they had to go and vote. I voted last week. And she took two of the dogs and got them fixed because her sister's a piece of crap. And she's too busy on doing her political TikTok crap all day yesterday to do it. And then last night, about 5 o'clock or so, Shirley messaged and said, "Hey, pork chop Tuesday at B-Max Buffet. Meet us there at 6. And I did. I met her and her mom and her aunt at 6 p.m. at B-Max. And man, my eyes are awful. Because, now we changed the time, so it's like dark. 5:30 it gets dark. So I drove in the dark. Sean Cole, back in the house. B-Max. No, B-Mac. M-A-C. The letter B and then Mac. Not Betamax. Although if there was a buffet called Betamax, I would go there because it would have old school food there. Betamac. Betty Max. And the pork chops, as I told my wife last night, pork chops on fleek. I don't know if I said that right. Doesn't matter. Sup, Tom and Frank. What's shaking? McBeta. Yes, McBeta. So their pork chops were delicious, and the pork chops I watched. The pork chops were made by Vanilla Ice with face tattoos. It's basically what the guy looked like. Look exactly like Vanilla Ice with face tattoos. I feel like Betamac would have a fondue station. You're probably right. I believe that Betamac does. Mr. Frank. So, yeah. And again, I did my sausage, peppers, and onions. Open up a biscuit, make myself a couple sandwiches, and the dude next to me looked over, and he just kind of smiled, and I nodded my head like, "That's right, bitches. This is how you eat this stuff." Oh, fondue bar at Mondokan. Yeah, no. Gross. I don't know. And, were just friggin' delicious. They also have those little cups of ice cream. Chocolate, vanilla, or strawberry. Where you just pull the top off of it. It doesn't have the little spoon, though. It would be better if it had the little wooden spoon. It does not have that. But, anyway, we went for dinner. And then, No, no Neapolitan option. I don't think they could put them in the tiny little cups like that. I don't think they could squeeze all three like that. I don't think physically it's allowed. Good stuff though. I had one. I don't normally eat ice cream. I'm not usually a huge ice cream fan, but for some reason it's just old school. Do they still have unsweetened iced tea? Maybe. I don't know. I don't drink unsweetened iced tea. The iced tea was on fleek last night though. Tons of sugar. Delicious. And those pork chops, my God, just awesome. Everybody knew everybody there. Somebody who used to work for Shelley was there with his wife. I was like, we know everybody. Remember when you were a kid and got the Sunday cup with the wooden spoon and you would use it to play doctor with the little girl 3 doors down? Uh, no, she was across the street, number one. And number two, no, I don't remember. I remember sucking on those wooden spoons and getting all of the wood flavor out of it, and then eventually it would crack in my mouth. And then I would get splinters on my tongue and cry like a little baby. Never really understood how to do that. Today for lunch, I had what I fondly call a burger muffin. I made a couple of burgers. Nothing fancy. I was going to do mushrooms. I was like, just throw a couple of a slice of American cheese on each. And then I made 2 English muffins. And then I put the cheeseburger on English muffins because I'm out of bagels. And it was on fleek. It makes sense that would have been your childhood experience with those foods. You right? Are you surprised? I was an emotional child, as in I was afraid of everything. I think it was because of my mom. My mom made me afraid of everything. There was always and my youngest is the same way because of my mom. Like, afraid to do anything, you know. And yeah, so as a kid, I was afraid to do anything. And then when I went to school, I think I've said this before, I was bullied, especially once I got into junior high, because I was a dork with glasses and a big nose, and the older kids picked on me. So I went even further into my shell. So that's why I'm still I take everything personally. English muffins are underrated. Am I right? Here's my problem with English muffins, and particularly the toaster that we have now. It is either when you set the dial, there's that there's that little touch there, and you do a little bit to the left, it doesn't even look like it's been toasted. They're warm, but it doesn't look like there's no. But if you go a little bit more, those things are like charcoal, like they're burnt to a crisp. I cannot ever get them perfect where they're like in the middle. And there's also no button where you can hit on that toaster to extract the items, which sucks. You should always have that escape button. Can't beat the nooks and crannies. No, you can't. You really can't. English muffins are delicious. They were buy one get one the last time, so I got 2, and I'm down to I think I have 1 or 2 left. I like a toast English muffin. I do too, but not overburnt. I like them. I like anything charcoaly, but not the whole thing is charcoaly. You can't even tell there's bread under there. That's the problem. Starting next week, Monday through the following Monday, the 11th through the 18th, my damn sister-in-law is going back to Texas for a week. She just let my wife know yesterday. So I'm like, son of a bitch, I got no food in the house, and now you're gone for another week. I get you for like 4 or 5 days, and then you're gone. You spent the whole day with them yesterday. So I made my list last night of food items she's gonna have to. She's like, I will order Sunday. I'm like, all right. I want bagels, but I also want English muffins again. And if we're gonna do it Sunday, perfect. Do it Sunday early, and because we just we're lazy and we have somebody else shop for us now, Publix. And you know what? Then and get me a pub sub. So it works out for everybody. There's Nicholas in. When I was a kid and took a dump, my grandmother would always ask if I got all the nooks and crannies after I wiped, and that made me believe the inside of my ass crack resembled a cut open English muffin. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be honest with you, Frank. I've seen your ass. It does look like an English muffin. Toast English muffin with cream cheese and strawberry jam. Yes! Yes! I do one or the other, though. As a kid, I used to do butter and then jelly on top. And I don't like mixing anything anymore because I'm weird. So cream cheese and strawberry jam, I don't know if I could do it. I mean, it sounds good in theory. God save me, Frank's English muffin. Yeah, exactly. In theory, it sounds good. I'm also like, you know what? I think Nick said onion rings are phenomenal in the air fryer. So I'm like, you know what? Give me a bag of onion rings. She's like, onion rings? I'm like, yeah. I think Nick said onion rings in the air fryer are delicious. So I want onion rings. I mean, I got a bunch of other crap too. Oh, Mr. Frank. I'm not repeating that. Nobody read what he just posted. It's obscene. So that was that. So I don't know. Then we came home and we watched stuff we had recorded, and both of us quietly checked the election results on our phones without talking about it or anything, which is good. And then I woke up, made my coffee, sat down here, turned on Facebook, and 4 posts in, I'm like, not looking at Facebook, because either you are screaming and yelling that your side lost, or you're screaming and yelling that your side won, or you're screaming and yelling at the other side, and I'm like, this is stupid. This is just dumb. Breaded cheese curds, mozzarella sticks, jalapeno poppers. Ooh, I should ask her for some jalapeno poppers. I'll write that shit down right now. I need a post-it note. I don't have any. Problem is, every post-it note, something is written on the top one. Here we go. Damn it! Damn, I dropped my post-it notes. Jalapeno John Popper. All of the food groups of the air fryer. So breaded cheese, and breaded cheese. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's pretty much. Everybody is so calm and collected on Facebook today. Very refreshing, right? Isn't it? Like everybody's big kumbaya moment. Everybody holding hands and just going, you know what? Better luck for you in 4 years. Oh, you know what? I hope this all works out for us. Don't hit refresh on that Facebook. Yeah, I'm staying away from Facebook. I stayed away from it yesterday. I was good. Yesterday I wrote. I didn't write a lot. I wrote like over 1,000 words, but I also played Minecraft for like, I don't know, 5 straight hours, and I was like, I'm not doing anything today. Like, I wrote in the morning, I'm like, I'm just taking the day off. So I have stayed off of social media today, although I got, buffers generating posts for me and stuff, so I'm still good. Can you air fry a Monte Cristo? Let's think about that for a second. No, because you got to make the French toast. Can you make French toast? Hold on. Curiosity. That was a good one. You could reheat them. Why would you reheat a Monte Cristo? Because you're going to eat the Monte Cristo immediately. Oh. Ham, salami, black olives, etc. for antipasto. I'm making antipasto. You're about to do an impression. That was an impression of me sneezing. Air fried stromboli. I bet you that would work. Right, we can reheat pizza in it. But you, thank you, Sean. Thank you. You're the only one. The rest of you don't care. Don't care about my soul shooting out of my nose. Air fried calamari. Air fried calamari. Probably also be delicious. Oh, use the back scratcher. You know, I love using that back scratcher. Ugh, so good. I'm going to be honest with you. I probably use this 4 or 5 times a day. Or sometimes I use the wooden one if I know I'm like, oh, that's going to be all the way at the small of my back. I can't reach it with this one. I like how the air fryers come with a basket as if you're going to dunk it in oil. Shelley gets very upset when you call it a fryer, though. You can never call it a fryer. I did tell her that I said, "Oh, Frank wants air fryer night for MondoCon," and she laughed. And I said, the problem with that is, I said my wife would have to buy like 3 or 4 more. And she goes, "Oh yeah, I'd put them all on the counter, and I have different things in each." And I'm like, yeah, we don't need 4 air fryers. As it is right now, the air fryer is on the counter, and it's in my way, and it's annoying. Miss Frank used his last night. I'm not gonna lie. Once in a while, I use this to scratch my head. You know what? That might be a good one. Scratch your ass with it too. You know, scratch. Oh, my foot itches. So I gotta scratch my ankle with it. What did you put in the air fryer? Air fryer in everyone's gift bag. Yeah. Why are the bags so big this year for MondoCon? You get an air fryer. You get an air fryer. Everybody gets an air fryer, and then you have to take that on the plane with you. Sir, why do you have an air fryer in this bag? I was just at MondoCon. Say no more. Little free air fryer lending library. Yeah, I'll set up the air fryer out there, and as people come and take books, I'll say, hey, you want a cheese stick? It only takes 6 minutes. Have the big ones with the fringe doors. We just got the small one. You could put 8 fish sticks in it at a time. 8. Which should be enough, but I did that 3 times, or actually 3.5. I did 28 fish sticks in the bag. I guess pizza rolls. I think we've done pizza rolls in it. Tom, do you do pizza rolls in the air fryer? Or do you do in the oven like an old person like me? Don't mind me. What did you air fry last night, Mr. Frank? You never answered my damn question. Spaghetti and meatballs? I do pizza rolls in the toaster oven. Fucking Tom's got a toaster oven. You have all the cool stuff. Are you bringing your toaster oven with you, I hope? I never pay attention to any of the things on the back of anything except for where it says conventional oven. Just right, I don't know any of this stuff either. I get it. Frank says, no, I used the back scratcher last night, not the air fryer. Oh, I scratch 8 pizza rolls at a time with it. Wow, 8 pizza rolls. That's pretty good. even one of those carbonating things to put bubbles back in flat soda. I'll just buy a new. So yeah, you got to find out if there's going to be enough counter space at my mother-in-law's for all that stuff. Looks like you got 47 different things. And my mother-in-law will be like, "What's this for? What's this for? What's this for?" 100 times. If Tom brings an air fryer to MondoCon, right? Then AC Ward brings hers. You're halfway there. True. And Victoria Nations, I don't think she's coming. At least half of the 15 mics must have air fryers. I would imagine old Mike's wife does. I would imagine, definitely young Mike. He is definitely a hipster, so he definitely has an air fryer. And Win, both of them. I don't know if Win's gonna be here next year because Good Win, is supposed to be moving to West Virginia to be closer to his mom's. So I don't know. I will see Win not this Friday, but next Friday. The Friday after. The day after my birthday. The day between my birthday and Chuck's birthday. Hopefully Win will still be here when Tom moves down. Oh, and Tom, Shelley wanted me to tell Jess that next Monday to Monday she'll be at her mother's. Of course, she'll have to clean again, but just to get you guys on to reintroduce you to her mom again. And if you guys have any questions or anything. Yeah, Good Win. Who the hell's texting me? Yeah, Tom, exactly. So I think this is a private conversation now. I think she is not immediately going, which probably is more appealing for him. Yeah, enough already. All right, one word, and I'm at the next page on this one as well. How was the book, The Hunt? Let me write one more word, and then, or a few more. Next page, Nixon. Next page. It was Funky Fresh. I watched a doc on Hulu about the rise of breakdancing in the early 80s. Did it have an end unlike Netflix docs? Did the breaking doc go up to the Olympics? What was the name of that one, Mr. Frank? I would watch that. Funky Fresh, that was the name of it, or it just was in general Funky Fresh? How was the book The Hunt? It was good. How did you know I read that? It was good. It was about the Alaskan serial killer, whatever his name was. He they think he killed 17 women, but they also found a map with like, I don't know, almost 100 marks on it, and they think he might have killed and buried so many. I can see everything you get from the library. Blah ha 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 ha. I got that from Kindle Unlimited. Or you saw it on Goodreads that I was reading it. You posted on Goodreads. Okay. Oh, so I reviewed it already? Or no? I probably didn't review it yet. Breaking on the One. Okay. I'll check that out. I'll probably check that out next week while my wife is away. So it was good. It was a good. It was a good story about a really creepy dude. The guy who wrote it has written like 40 something serial killer books like that. He has a whole series of true crime, and they're pretty good. I've read 3 or 4 of them so far. I was going to. I picked up the T. Kingfisher, the second book in that series. And I'll probably read that. And I also picked up another book I can't remember. It was about 1982. It's about 1982. The movies, the huge movies that all came out that summer. This blockbuster summer 1982. And it talks about all the movies and how it all came together. It was pretty good. It does have a conclusion. The conclusion is, as long as there's cardboard, there will be breakdancing. Tom says, I tried to fake cancel my KU subscription to see if they'd give me a discount if you stayed, but they just said, okay, bye, with no warning. Now I have to resubscribe. Yeah, they don't care. They're like, we're making more than enough money. E.T., yes, E.T. was one of them. Let me go get the book. Here it is. That's the book. Chris Nishawati, author of Caddyshack. He wrote the book on Caddyshack. The future was now. Mad Men Mavericks and the epic sci-fi summer of 1982. So, E.T., Blade Runner, The Thing, remake, Tron, Conan the Barbarian. All those came out in that summer. Time Bandits is not mentioned there. Was Time Bandits 82? I love Time Bandits. My wife never saw it. I don't know, he just talks about this group of movies. I don't know if he mentions. I just started it, really. I just started, so he goes back to like talking about the ones from the 60s and 70s. Anyway, yes, great sci-fi movies like Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Grace Jones, no. Oof. Swamp Thing, no. That wouldn't be a classic sci-fi. Swamp Thing. First Blood, really not science fiction. They do talk a little bit about Spielberg and George Lucas and Raiders of the Lost Ark and stuff like that. Is the Thing sci-fi? Yes, it's sci-fi. It's a fucking alien crashes in the snow and then starts killing people. The fuck do you think sci-fi is? I mean, technically it's more horror, but it's science fiction. It's like Alien. Is Alien a horror movie or a science fiction movie? Yes, it is. Is Jaws a horror movie or a giant shark movie? Yes, it is. Is E.T.? No, E.T. was just a kid's movie. 1982, we went and saw E.T. in the theater, and I cried like a baby when E.T. died. Oh, by the way, spoiler alert, he dies in it. You think he's dead. Dark Crystal answers Secret of Nim. Dark Crystal. Airplane 2, they are in space. That is true. You know what? I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one. Anyway, I've just started the book. It's pretty good so far. Poltergeist. I don't know if Poltergeist was 82. I don't know if Poltergeist would be considered science fiction. I'm going to guess that would just be a supernatural horror movie. Grease 2 is, yes, that would be a horror movie. You know what movie is exceptionally dark? Didn't realize when I was a kid. The Never-Ending Story. Dark AF. Miss Frank says, I love Dark Crystal. I saw Dark Crystal once, like when it first came out, and that was it. I don't think I've ever seen Never-Ending Story. I'm too old for that. I think my oldest son used to watch it. There are certain movies like Dark Crystal, or what's it? What's the one with David Labyrinth? I don't think I ever saw that. I saw the one with what's the one with Tom Cruise? Dark City was dark, hence the name Dark City. If it was light, it would be Light City. The one with Tom Cruise, he's like an elf or some shit like that. I think I saw that once. And all the evil people in it look like they're in a black metal band. You know that one. Miss Frank loves Labyrinth. Jack Reacher, yes, that's what I'm talking about. Jack Reacher, very science fiction. Jack Reacher. Legend, yes. Yes. Yes, I say yes. Ice Pirates with Mia Sara. I don't know who Mia Sara is. Legend was mid. I barely remember it. I just remember the evil goblin people or whatever, and they were like black metal band members. She was a girlfriend in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Okay, yeah, she's cute. Leprechaun in Space. Eating Raoul also came out in '82. Oh, see, so classic movies. Let's figure out 1982 movies. What is this one? Stuck on You. (1982) in film. E.T. is the highest grossest. I know who she is, I just didn't know her name. Who cares about 1992? See what you did there, Nick. Tootsie, An Officer and a Gentleman, First Blood came out. Rocky 3, Porky's, classic. Star Trek 2, The Wrath of Khan. 48 Hours, Poltergeist, The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas. Classics. (1982) March 5th, John Belushi died. Tron. I don't think I ever saw Tron. Stuck on You was Trauma. Okay. Well, that makes sense. What else came out here? A lot of movies. A lot I never heard of. Quest for Fire. Swamp Thing was out that. Death Wish 2. Charlie Bronson. Evil Speak with Clint Howard. Richard Pryor Live on the Sunset Strip. Victor Victoria. Eating Raoul. Cat People with Natasha Kinski. Basket Case. Sword and the Sorcerer. Diner. Conan the Barbarian. Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid. Rocky 3. Poltergeist. Star Trek 2. E.T. Grease 2. Blade Runner. Just saw in the movies, and I've seen several times since. And The Thing. The Secret of Nim. Nim. World According to Garp. That was a good movie. Night Shift. Henry Winkler, Michael Keaton, Shillong. Very good movie. Fast Times. Classic. Friday the 13th Part 3. Not a good movie. Officer and a Gentleman. The Beastmaster. Mark Singer. Pink Floyd The Wall. Amityville 2. The Possession. The Facts of Life Go to Paris. That's the year that came out. First Blood. And Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. Piranha 2, The Spawning. Creepshow came out. Slumber Party Massacre, Mr. Frank. The Last Unicorn. Executioner's Song, Tommy Lee Jones. 48 Hours. Gandhi. Airplane 2, the sequel. Sophie's Choice. The Toy. Dark Crystal. Tootsie. There you go. So there we have it. It's a shame John Belushi died of natural causes. Yes. Very, very natural. Naturally stuck it in his arm. He can't get lists of recognizable titles this long for any given year in the last decade. 48 Hours is still funny, but the racism that movies is rough to watch these days. Nah, it's still funny. It's so funny because Eddie Murphy is in on the joke. That is a great year for movies, though, not even the sci-fi stuff. I mean, I'm sure this book will be good, but some good stuff. You can't name a better year of movies. And the 80s were so great. I was 12 years old then. 12 years old. Saw a bunch of those movies not at 12. I saw some of them in the theater, but obviously not all of them. Not any of the adult ones. And a bunch of them I never saw. Good stuff, good stuff. Another chapter of that done. I'm on chapter 30 of this. Nice. I saw Die Hard in the theater. It was amazing. 84 was better. What was in 84? What was so great about 84, huh? I don't see a book written about that. I'm not looking it up. I'm tired. See if Tom's getting any writing in here. I don't see it, Tom. I don't see it. You got to knock this shit off, though, man. Let's get this done. Word. All right, let's see what was 84. Fine. (1984) movies. 1984 in film. Tom got distracted. Alright, so here's the highest grossing films, 1984. Beverly Hills Cop, Ghostbusters, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, Gremlins, The Karate Kid, Police Academy, Footloose, Romancing the Stone, Star Trek III, The Search for Spock, and Splash. You know, I had The Burbs and Roadhouse. The Burbs is a great movie. Roadhouse, not so much. So, those are some good movies. Let me go to the list. Let's see what came out. Hot Dog the movie. I don't know what that is. The Lonely Guy, Steve Martin. Reckless, Daryl Hannah. Blame It on Rio, although that was a good movie. Footloose, we've said. Against All Odds. Repo Man. Last time you saw Repo Man. This is Spinal Tap. which is probably a top 2 or top 3 movie of all time for me. So that was a good one. Children of the Corn. Pete's Dragon. Oh, that was a re-release. Splash. Also Daryl Hannah. Police Academy. Greystoke, The Legend of Tarzan. No. Romancing the Stone. Moscow on the Hudson. Up the Creek. You remember that one? Tim Matheson. Stephen First. Friday the 13th, the final chapter. So there was no more Friday the 13th after 1984, which is great. Window look. There's nothing going on out there. I'm waiting for... Oh, they did take the garbage. When the hell did the garbage man come by? I think I would have heard him. It's a garbage truck. I'm going to go get the garbage can before it rains. Son of a bitch. Why'd you make me look out the window? War and Peach. Ben-Hur. Maltese Falcon. What Roadhouse is better than Roadhouse? I think I saw it once. What else we got here? What else we got here? Breakin'. I mean, Breakin', starring Adolfo Shabadoo Quinones and Michael Boogaloo Shrimp Chambers. Ice-T was in that one too. I mean, everybody. Everybody was in this one. Vidal Lil Coco Rodriguez, Bruno Pop and Taco Falcon, Timothy Pop and Pete Solomon, Anna Lollipop Sanchez. I mean, Jean-Claude Van Damme is in it. The breakdancing movie, that was so cool. Yeah, right? 16 Candles. The Final Battle. Firestarter. The Natural. Classic. Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Streets of Fire. Beat Street was also the break-in movie. Ray Don Chong, right? Yeah, Ray Don Chong. That had Jazzy J. That had Dougie Fresh in it. Rocksteady Crew. Crazy Legs. Prince Ken Swift. Cool Herc was in that. Grandmaster Millie Mel and the Furious Five. I mean, come on, man. Ghostbusters. Gremlins. Top Secret with Val Kilmer. It was not a bad movie. Remember that one? Karate Kid. Pope of Greenwich Village. Classic. Eric Roberts, Mickey Rourke. Daryl Hannah, who's in 1,000 movies. Rhinestone. Overboard. A lot of those people were in the Hulu. I think Beat Street was better. Really? Beat Street was better. Interesting. Bachelor Party. Tony Katane. That was a good one. Cannonball Run 2. Conan the Destroyer. Not really good. Last Starfighter. The Muppets Take Manhattan. Neverending Story. Revenge of the Nerds. Jungle Book. Meatballs Part 2. Purple Rain came out that year. Philadelphia Experiment. Red Dawn. I love Red Dawn. The original. I love that movie. The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai Across the Eighth Dimension. Woman in Red. Chud. Cannibalistic Humanoid Underground Dwellers. That came out that year. Amadeus. Rock Me, Amadeus. Irreconcilable Differences. Teachers. Nick Nolte. Ralph Macchio. A lot of other really bad movies. The Terminator. Remember that one? Nightmare on Elm Street. Oh God, You Devil. George Burns. Night of the Comet. Who doesn't like that movie? Beverly Hills Cop. City Heat. Clint Eastwood and Burt Reynolds. Dune. The David Lynch garbage version of that. Breaking 2 Electric Boogaloo. Breaking 2. No, they're just pumping that shit out. The Flamingo Kid. You remember The Flamingo Kid with Matt Dillon? Great movie. Johnny Dangerously. I mean, how could you not like Johnny Dangerously? That was it. That was it. You know what? I'm going to be totally honest with you, Frank. I'm going to be totally honest with you. 84 was a better year for movies. Maybe not for science fiction movies, but overall, in general, better movies were made in 1984. I was 14 years old. Probably went and saw some of those in the theater. Breaking had more mass appeal. I agree with that, yeah. I'm definitely going to watch that documentary. That's interesting. Tomorrow I will... Yeah, I'll probably be on tomorrow. Tomorrow, pick 2 more years. We'll do comparisons of 2 more random years. That's what we're going to do for the rest of this month. We're going to compare 2 random years of movies together. I might even get some writing in. But for now, I'm done with all this writing garbage. So thank you for hanging out with me again. Hope I made your day just luscious. Now I gotta go get the garbage because Sean told me to look out the window and I see that the garbage men came. Thanks, Sean. Anyway, I will see you tomorrow.